Welcome back, guys. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I decided to make a body scrub because one of my subscribers had reached out asking if I could make a scrub without any preservatives and showing how to store it if she wanted to sell it. So I decided to make this black soap scrub. It's very nourishing, moisturizing on your skin, and I'll also show you how I store this without any preservatives and some tips and tricks to keep your products free from bacteria and growing fungus and mold. So let's jump right in. I started out by cutting my black soap into small pieces. The smaller you cut it, the easier it is to work with. It is kind of clumped up here, but cut it up as small as you can. I'm going to go on and transfer this to a bigger container. If this is your first time stopping by or watching any of my videos, you are welcome. My name is Esther, and on this channel I make DIY natural hair and skincare videos. I added some ground oat flour. This is very soothing and moisturizing on the skin. I added some turmeric and green tea powder. I will have all the measurements in the description box, and you can always make any substitutions that work best for you. Do your best to mix this as best as you can because black soap tends to clump up together, and with this scrub I did not use any water, so just do your best to mix very well. I added some honey. Honey is a natural skin cleanser and it's able to attract dirt from the skin pores and dead skin cells. I added some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar balances the pH of the skin. So just keep mixing. It does get a little bit harder to mix as you go along because of the black soap. It gets a bit hard. But just do your best to mix everything well. I added some olive oil. It's very moisturizing on the skin and helps with skin irritation. I used some coconut oil as well. If you do not like coconut oil, just switch out the oil for another oil of your choice. So I just kept mixing to get everything well blended. If you plan on making body scrubs for sale, you just have to make sure that you list all your ingredients clearly. If you're not using a preservative, you also need to indicate that as well. And also instructions. You do not want to get water in this body scrub because there is no preservative. So you also want to indicate that as well on your website, either way you're selling, that there are no preservatives. So I just kept mixing and mixing. And then after mixing, I'm going to add the sugar next. I use some organic cane sugar. This helps to exfoliate dead skin cells. Depending on how exfoliating you want your scrub to be, that will determine how much sugar to add. I used half of my sugar first, and then I started mixing it in. This part was a little bit exhausting because the black soap tends to get hard, but it has softened up a little bit with the oils. So just do your best to mix everything as best as you can. I added just a tiny bit more sugar to the scrub, and I mixed that in, and once again I'll have all the measurements in the description box. This is what the consistency of the scrub is looking like. Of course, if you were making a scrub with just sugar and oils, it's not going to be hard to mix up. So what's important with this scrub is storing the scrub. If you're not using a preservative, you want to make sure you use a sanitized container. Of course, you should always use a sanitized container when making your products, but make sure it's sanitized, and more importantly, make sure no water gets into that jar. So I would recommend having a main jar that you put your products, and then have a smaller container that you can put a small amount whenever you want to use in the shower or the bath. If you are making this scrub for sale, or you're making scrubs for sale in general, I would say it's good practice to include a preservative, because most people use a scrub in the shower or bath. So the body scrub is ready. I would recommend using this no more than 3 times a week. And let me know if you want me to do a dedicated video on preservatives, because I get asked that question all the time. Let me know if you want me to do a dedicated video on that, how to calculate your preservatives, how to choose a preservative. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video like that. But basically the scrub is ready. So avoid water from getting into this. So how I use this is my main jar. So what I would do is, when I want to use it in the shower, I would just scoop out some in a container that I can take in the shower, and then use it, so that way I don't get water in the main container. Another question I get asked is shelf life of products. How do you determine the shelf life of your products? To do that, you need to know the shelf life of every ingredient you used when making that product. So the ingredient with the shortest shelf life will determine how you date your products. For this body scrub, the olive oil had the shortest shelf life, remaining of 9 months. So I can use the scrub up to 9 months. So I would label this 9 months as my shelf life. Very important not to get water in the scrub, so you don't introduce any bacteria, fungus or mold. So to use this scrub, I just scooped a little amount in my bowl, and then I just wet my hand and then massaged the scrub in, and I used it like I would any other scrub. And I would say that this scrub left my skin super soft and moisturized, because of the honey, because of the oats and the oils that were added. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. Please reach out to me in the comments if you have any questions at all, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and also turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss any new videos that I upload. And I'm also on social media. Please follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. And until the next video, be well and take care. Bye-bye.